Hey guys, so it's a new day, new country for me. This is Taipei, Taiwan. Interestingly, it's my first day here, and as you can see, like freaking, it's a massive main road. It's really close to the city center, which is behind me, but there are very limited vehicles. I'm not really sure if this is because of the war in the Middle East, or I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a Sunday morning. It's a slow Sunday morning. Since it's my first day here today, I'll be exploring some of the most important touristy spots here in Taipei, Taiwan. Yeah, I'll be trying to cover as much as possible within one day. I was heading towards the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, and on its way I came across this beautiful park here. There is this traditional Chinese or Japanese pagoda which looks incredibly beautiful in the early morning. Look at this, the pagoda here, and in the backdrop you see all these skyscrapers, and it's really beautiful here. It's a huge park, and I was just navigating my way through. This park is just behind the National Taiwan Museum, which opens at 9:30. They seem to have some sort of monument there. Don't really know what that monument means, just an abstract object. Wow, look at this. This is the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. Yeah, so this Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, the one behind me, so it was built in honor of the president of Republic of China. So the name of that president was Chiang Kai-shek. So even though we are in Taipei, Taiwan, uh, this is the biggest memorial hall which is in honor of the president of the Republic of China. And here we have a temple. This temple looks very similar to the one which is in the Forbidden Palace in Beijing, China. But yeah, this place, look at this. It's a Sunday morning here. It's the Sunday morning of King Ming Festival, which is a big festival here in Taiwan. The weather is just perfect today. It's very cloudy, so it's not really sunny. So the King Ming festival is a very important festival for those living in this side of the world in East Asia. So people who are in China, Taiwan, Cambodia, all of these places, they celebrate this festival because it's sort of paying homage to their ancestors. So in during the time of this festival, they visit the graves of their ancestors, and they do sort of tomb sweeping sort of a thing, but basically pay respects to their you know ancestors. Now I am on the way to the Longshan Temple, but look how beautiful this is. you know Trees on all the sides, and it's so beautiful, it's so nice. From the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, the Longshan Temple is about 2 kilometers of walking distance. The weather is just perfect today. It's not sunny and it's really cloudy and nice, so I decided to walk. I think I'll reach in about 20-25 minutes. But yeah, spectacular, uh, trees, and it reminds me of Almaty in Kazakhstan. Similar vibes, similar greenery all around. Okay, something very, very interesting. Very close to the Longshan temple, there is this particular street here, uh, just behind me, this one. So this street has been well preserved since the Qing dynasty. Okay, so this place is at least like 400-500 years old. They have tried to preserve the uh, antiqueness of it in the best way possible. All right, we are here. This is the Longshan Temple entrance. This is the first temple that I have seen which has its own inbuilt waterfall inside. As you can see, this is the Longshan Temple in Taipei, Taiwan. And because it's the King Ming festival today, they have all these artifacts here. Okay, here we are. like I mentioned before, because it's the King Ming festival, they pay homage to their ancestors, and many people here are, putting all these fruits and all these kind of snacks here as a offering. So this is a very different kind of tradition here. Yeah, another tradition is that there are these moon-shaped objects here, wooden objects, and you need to throw them on the floor, and there's a number associated with it. So if that number comes up, I don't know if it means you are going to be lucky or not, but that's the tradition. Okay, so this temple is not as big as some of the temples that I've seen, but this temple has a really, really interesting history. So this was built in about 1738, so it was during the Qing dynasty, and this place has seen a lot of wars. So this part of this temple was actually destroyed in one of the wars in the ancient times, and more recently in 1945 during World War II, this place, it was completely destroyed. So US and its allies during 1945, they accidentally dropped a missile on this place and demolished the temple, but fortunately the Buddha which is resting inside, he was unscathed, so they were able to renovate and build this temple back to its glory. All right, after a couple of train rides, I am here at the National Palace Museum. So this is the museum here, and from what I see, this is a very, very touristy place. Like I can see buses fully loaded with all the European tourists coming here. So I'm really excited to see what's special about this. I guess there are lots of artifacts, ancient artifacts here. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so we have a lot of time today. So let's see. I'll just go inside. I checked the ticket price here. It's about 350, Taiwanese dollars. So yeah, let's see. Okay, got the tickets. Now let's enter.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, I wonder anybody has a heart surgery before?
Okay, so I just completed my tour of this incredible museum, and this museum is very, very big. Like it's spread out over 3 floors, and it has innumerable artifacts. But one interesting part about this is that 95% of all these artifacts which are stored here, uh, all of these are from China, because I've been to China before, so I have been to the Forbidden Palace and the Palace Museum and the National Museum as well there. So I could really identify with the Song Dynasty, Ming Dynasty, and the Qing Dynasty references which were made here. And all of these artifacts are like spectacular. Like I would say that if you are coming into Taipei and if you have like 3-4 hours to spare, then this is the perfect place to visit, because it not only about the history, but some of these artifacts are like just incredible. Like the jade cauliflower is one thing, but there are so many other artifacts. There are manuscripts which are like 200 300 years old, and on average all of these artifacts are like 500 years old, right? So I had an incredible time here, and I really loved this place. The weather was perfect. So yeah, now I'm heading off to a particular hike. It's an elephant hike that I'm really looking forward to. All right, I just got off the metro station here, MRT, and I am near this place, which is the Jiangshan. This is the Jiangshan MRT, and there are multiple hikes here. The one which I'm going for is the elephant trail, but there is something called as the Hushan trail, as well as there is something called as Jiangshan trail, and from Google Images, it seems like the Elephant Trail has majestic views of the cityscape, so I'm really looking forward to this one. There's a really nice park here full of trees, and this particular lane at the end of it, that's the start of the trail. This hike sort of reminds me of You know the hike which I did in Hong Kong, one which was in the Victoria's Peak, that too was surrounded by residential areas with greens in between. Okay, so this is the start of the hike. Uh, yeah, the initial climb seems to be quite steep, but the overall hike is about maybe 20-25 minutes. There's a temple at the top, it's called the Lingguan Temple. I just came to know that in the background you see Taipei 101. Wow. Once it gets a bit dark, that building is going to lit up like a Christmas tree. Yeah, this hike is definitely a bit steep in some places. Not all the places, but definitely in some places. But I think I've reached like 50% of the way now. Yeah, according to the board signages, I think we are very close to the top. It's about 90 meters to the Mount Jiangshan. So I think it's just around the corner here.